Take a look at the Santa Tracker 2025 with my man, Chef Saturday. Let's start things off in Santa Clara. By the way, why are we starting off Santa Clara? Why should we be starting east and then going west?
Well, yeah, but don't confuse common sense. Santa delivered presents.
By the way, what did Santa leave under the tree for those Niners?
Pass rushing for the Niners. Listen, they're one of the worst in creating pass rush. Robert Saleh has his work cut out for him on this run. These next two games, one against Chicago, one against the Seahawks, and then going all the way through the playoffs. Because if they win them both, y'all, they stay at home all the way through the Super Bowl. This is a big game. Pass rush this week against Chicago and Caleb Williams.
Okay, so now we're going to travel to Chicago. What did Santa leave for the Bears under the tree?
I forgot what I said about the Bears. What did we say about the Bears? What did we leave them? We left.
How about more turnovers?
Yes.
Well, we left. You got to turn that football over.
They had to open the presents. Turnovers for them. More turnovers. This team has been fantastic on defense. Very opportunistic, making plays, making things happen. Santa left them more of the good gifts of turnovers on defense. Again, Ben Johnson's got this run game kicking. Caleb Williams is coming along, made two of the best throws. They get turnovers. This is going to be a tough out come playoff time.
Okay, so last one. What about Santa? What did he leave for those Buffalo Bills?
Oh, good run defense. If you're talking about the Buffalo, they can run that rock. They punish people. But their run defense is almost last in the league. When you think about playoff runs, you think about two things: running the football and stopping the run. Right now, they do one exceptionally well. They do the other one very poorly. Santa had to leave them a good run defense for a massive playoff run for Josh Allen and that offense.
Okay, so this is a big game here for Josh Allen and the Bills taking on the Eagles. What's the latest, by the way, Adam?
Oh, he's back at practice, limited yesterday. Sounds like he's going to be okay to play. Don't know that he's at full strength, but Josh Allen at this time of the year is not sitting down and not playing. Even with the foot injury. Look, he came back into that game on Sunday. They checked him out at halftime. I'm sure the foot is not right. We don't know exactly what's wrong with it, but it's not enough to prevent him from playing on Sunday as this team tries to put away its playoff spot.
So, Mike T, from an Eagles perspective, how do you stop, especially their defensive front, stop Josh Allen and their running game? Because James Cook has been cooking.
Yeah, and that's it, Brian. They have flipped the script. Buffalo's a running team. You look at where they are, 5.1 yards per rush, second in the league, and they're only throwing at 214 passing yards per game. So what Philadelphia is going to do, presumably, is become bigger in the front seven, three linebackers, and put Cooper DeJean at safety. Look at him here. He's outstanding tackling in space. So if I'm Philadelphia and Vic Fangio, I am taking away this run game of, as you mentioned, James Cook and Josh Allen. I'm going with Zach Vaughn. I'm going with Jahi Campbell and Kobe Dean, and then I'm putting DeJean at safety. And to me, that gets bigger and puts better tacklers on the field. And then if Buffalo's going to win, guys, they're going to have to do it throwing it.
Yeah, I think anytime you get into these kind of matchups, this potential Super Bowl matchup, right? Like you're talking about two teams that are going to be in the playoffs, they can go make this thing happen. You start to look at what are their deficiencies. And if you can make the Bills beat you with their receiving core, that's the direction you want to head. So to your point, Fangio's been looking at the Patriots and going, hey, whatever we got to do at the line of scrimmage, we're going to stack that thing up, and we're going to make Josh Allen roll to his left. He's not running roll to his right. He's going to roll left, and he's going to beat us doing the things he does worse with that receiving core that they're not threatened by. That's going to be the bottom line. But every team's got warts, B. Every team's got warts. It's going to be a great matchup to watch for this.
And Buffalo's biggest wart has been the rush defense, because I want you, and as you say, Santa's going to, the president is giving them a rush defense. I want you to take a look at here something, folks. Saquon Barkley is starting to cook and rounding out to his form here, averaging 111 rushing yards over the last 3 games. This is a big test. Can he take advantage of that Bills defense that's been terrible against them? They are 30th in the league. They allow 150 yards per game. So do you think Buffalo's run defense can slow him down?
I don't. Just from the proof of it. Listen, they've had 4 rushers go for over 100, or 5 rushers go for 100, 4 over 140. That's individual. That's not tandem. And now you're talking about Saquon Barkley, where their offensive line is starting to figure it out. And oh, by the way, in this run game now, you've seen what the Eagles are doing. They're going empty with Jalen Hurts running the ball. So now you're going to get a light box with Jalen Hurts, who's built like a running back and a massive human being and has good eyes and good vision. This thing could be a fun game plan for Patullo and the Eagles if they can figure out the matchups on that Buffalo defense. But Saquon Barkley and the Eagles offensive line have started to find their form. And by the way, the commitment to the run has totally changed the last couple weeks. That's their formula for winning. Don't fall in love with all the pundits like Mike T talking about go throw it around the yard. Run that rock and win in the fourth quarter. Nick, don't listen to Mike T. He gets everybody fired. He gets everybody fired. And then tries to get them rehired somewhere else. That's his business.
Right. Jeff needs to take some copious notes here, Brian. This game script's going to be a lot like the Buffalo-New England game. It's going to be very high scoring. I like Buffalo at home. I think whoever has it last wins, and I like Josh Allen in December in Buffalo.
Wow.
How about that?
Okay. Yeah, write that down.
I'm going to write it down. So you don't believe in Jalen Hurts is what you're telling me. I'm not putting words on it.
It's really going out on a limb to pick Josh Allen at home.
He's a risk taker. That's what we've always talked about. Mold.
By the way,
prediction.
Let's pivot to a huge day we've got coming up in the NBA.
Championship game. They've done some great things together. I do not think you dismantle this relationship.
But here's what you can say. If they don't turn it around here in the final 2 weeks, they play at Green Bay Saturday night before playing the Pittsburgh Steelers in the regular season finale. So if they find a way to win on Saturday night in a game that they could be without Lamar, possibly, if they find a way to win that game, they have a chance to beat Pittsburgh and win the division the next week. If they don't win the division, and they'd have to, again, if they lose Saturday night, they're out. If they lose the next week, they're out. If they don't win the division and don't make the playoffs, there are going to be many organizational discussions in which they have to decide, do we want to keep the head coach? What are we doing with the quarterback?
That's right.
So everything is up in the air the next 2 weeks, and the 2 weeks that we're about to see will have some type of influence on where they're going in the future.
So let me take you behind the curtain in that scenario. And look, I'm as big a John Harbaugh fan as there is, but let's say, to Adam's point, let's say he's not there, Brian. Lamar Jackson becomes even more valuable because he's going to attract the best coaching candidate. Because there'll be a line around the corner to say somebody in his prime with his ability. That's a great place to start.
Here's what I would say. If they don't go to the playoffs, you look at it, I would say it's going to be difficult for them to come out of those organizational meetings saying, we're going to run it back again with the same group. Like that feels like the lesser scenario, the least likely scenario when they go into those meetings if they don't make it. Somebody, they're going to do something.
Happen. Right. No one's coming out of this unscathed. Something is going to happen in the organization to make you don't underperform as a team to this level this season and something not happen and change. I will say this because we've had this conversation and I had it yesterday. It is really difficult to replace a franchise quarterback.
That's right.
I'm just letting you know there's 10 on the planet right now that you'd want to build. If you got one,
we got a lot to talk about here on Get Up coming up. It's Buffalo. Birds, so much on the line. Is Saquon going to run all over Josh Allen in the Bills? We'll dive into this game straight ahead.